Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I'm sure you've all experienced some form of disrespect in your life. Maybe someone was rude to you at work, or a stranger insulted you on the street, or a friend betrayed your trust. How did you feel? How did you react? Did you let it ruin your day, or did you shrug it off and move on? Disrespect is something that we all face, but we don't have to let it affect us negatively. In fact, we can use it as an opportunity to grow, learn, and improve ourselves. How? By applying the principles of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live well in a chaotic world. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 secrets from Stoicism that will help you handle disrespect with dignity, wisdom, and strength. These are the same secrets that guided some of the most influential and respected people in history, such as Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who faced constant threats and challenges; Epictetus, the former slave who became a renowned teacher and philosopher; and Seneca, the statesman and writer who endured exile and persecution. Are you ready to learn how to deal with disrespectful people like a Stoic? Let's begin. 1. Don't take things personally. The way people treat you reflects their own character, not yours. This is an important principle of Stoicism, and it can help us avoid a lot of pain and resentment. Sometimes, people are disrespectful because they are unhappy, insecure, or ignorant. They may project their own flaws or fears onto you, or try to make themselves feel better by putting you down. Their behavior has nothing to do with you, and everything to do with them. You don't have to take it personally or let it affect your self-esteem. As Epictetus said, it is not he who reviles or strikes you who insults you, but your opinion that these things are insulting. Imagine that you are giving a presentation at work, and one of your colleagues interrupts you with a sarcastic remark. You feel embarrassed and angry, and you want to snap back at them. You don't need to take it personally. Maybe they are insecure, jealous, or bored. Maybe they have a bad day or a bad habit. Whatever the reason, it has nothing to do with your worth or your work. In such a scenario, you should not let their opinion affect you. Instead, continue with your presentation with confidence and poise. Marcus Aurelius said, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." This reminds us that we should not let other people's judgments disturb our peace of mind. We should focus on what we can control, which is our own thoughts and actions, and not what we can't, which is other people's thoughts and actions. 2. Don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. Stay calm and rational in the face of insults or criticism. It's natural for our emotions to flare up when we're confronted with insults or criticism. We often react impulsively, irrationally, or aggressively to disrespect without thinking about the consequences or the alternatives. For example, if someone insults us, we might get angry and insult them back, or we might get hurt and cry, or we might get scared and run away. We let our emotions take over, and we lose our composure, our reason, and our respect. However, the Stoics implore us to rise above the initial surge of emotion and maintain our rationality. We can prevent our emotions from clouding our judgment by staying calm and rational in the face of criticism and insults, using positive affirmations and self-talk, seeking constructive feedback and learning from our mistakes. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote reminds us that we should not let our emotions dictate our actions, but rather use our reason, our logic, and our wisdom to guide our actions. So, remember, when faced with disrespect, channel your inner Stoic and let rationality be your guiding light. It's in this clear-headed state that we find our true strength and make the best decisions. 3. Remember that you can only control your own thoughts and actions, not those of others. This is one of the core principles of Stoicism, and it can help us avoid a lot of frustration and anger. We can't control how other people behave or what they say, but we can control how we react and what we do. Instead of wasting our energy on trying to change or punish them, we should focus on improving ourselves and doing what is right. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This lesson can help us in many situations where we face disrespect, such as when someone insults us, lies to us, or betrays us. For example, let's say you have a coworker who is always rude to you and who tries to sabotage your work. You may feel tempted to retaliate, to argue with him, or to complain to your boss, but that would only make you more stressed and unhappy, and it may not solve the problem. Instead, you should remember that you can't control his behavior, but you can control yours. You can choose to ignore his insults, to focus on your work, and to act professionally and respectfully. By doing so, you will not only preserve your peace of mind, but you will also show your character and your competence. You will also set an example for others, and you may even inspire him to change his attitude. 4. Don't seek external validation. Your worth is not determined by the opinions of others, but by your own virtues and values. We can't control how other people perceive or value us, but we can control how we perceive or value ourselves. Instead of seeking approval, praise, or recognition from others, we should seek them from ourselves. As Epictetus said, what upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about the things. This lesson can help us in many situations where we face disrespect, such as when someone criticizes us, ignores us, or rejects us. For example, let's say you have a partner who is cheating on you and who tells you that you are not good enough for them. You may feel hurt, angry, or depressed, but that would only make you more miserable and unhappy, and it may not solve the problem. Instead, you should remember that you can't control their loyalty, but you can control your dignity. You can choose to end the relationship with respect and to move on with your life. Seneca said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." This quote reminds us that we should not let other people's words or actions affect our self-esteem, our self-respect, or our self-love. We should focus on what we can control, which is our own thoughts and actions, and not what we can't, which is other people's thoughts and actions. 5. Practice empathy and compassion. Try to understand why people act the way they do and forgive them if they are ignorant or misguided. This is another vital principle of Stoicism, and it can help us avoid a lot of hatred and bitterness. Sometimes people are disrespectful because they are suffering, confused, or misguided. They may have been hurt by someone else, or they may not know any better. Instead of judging them or hating them, we should try to understand them and empathize with them. We should also remember that we are not perfect and that we may have been disrespectful to others in the past, or that we may be in the future. By practicing empathy and compassion, we can reduce the conflict and increase the harmony in our relationships. As Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." Imagine a situation where someone's actions or words have deeply hurt you. It's easy to respond with anger or defensiveness, but by practicing empathy, we step into their shoes and try to understand their perspective. Perhaps they're going through a difficult time or struggling with their own challenges. By recognizing their humanity, we open the door to a more compassionate response. Consider a scenario where a friend makes a thoughtless comment that stings. Instead of reacting in kind, take a moment to consider where they might be coming from. Responding with kindness and understanding not only diffuses tension, but also strengthens your relationship. By embodying this Stoic principle, we not only elevate ourselves, but also contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. Remember, it's through empathy and compassion that we break the cycle of disrespect and foster genuine connections with those around us. These are the 5 Stoic lessons that can help you handle disrespect. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.